everyone. Welcome to hashtag Grow Your Life this morning. I want to talk to you about fear and how it controls us and limits us from reaching our goals, achieving our goals, and doing the things that we know that we're called to do, what's inside of us, what's in our destiny to do. So often we allow other people's opinions, what they said about us, what happened, mistakes we made, and then worry, fear, shame of if we're going to make a mistake, if we're going to fail, cause us to not reach our goals. We actually self-sabotage ourselves from reaching our goals because fear grips us so deeply on every single level. And this permeates through our entire culture. It's actually something that we're raised with, we're taught with, to be afraid of what we don't know, to be afraid of what hurts, to be afraid of being embarrassed. And this keeps us held in a place of doing the same thing over and over again that's safe, the same thing that we know that's proven, the same thing that we know that can't get us in trouble, whatever that is. And we never step outside of those bounds. We never go towards where we want to go after the things that we believe in, the things that we care about, the things that we love about. Listen, if you love something, if you care about it, if you want to make a change in the world, you have to get rid of all fear and shame inside of you. Fear of what people will think, fear of them misinterpreting you, fear of them reading you wrong, thinking that you meant one thing when you said another, fear of putting words in your mouth, whatever that is. There's unique things for each unique scenario that we come up with reasons to not go after our goals, and we allow other people to control our future by this fear. And in fact, it's actually us controlling our future. We're self-sabotaging how far we can go, what we can accomplish out of fear of the unknown, fear of something that never happened, because we're afraid of what other people could do, the potential of other people. Here's the thing that a lot of people don't realize. Most people are actually just as afraid of you as you are of them. And that's not something to leverage or use against them, but that's something for you to realize, is that you don't need to walk around and be afraid of making mistakes all the time. You don't need to walk around and be afraid of other people's opinions, them saying, well, you did this wrong, or this is not the right way of doing that. In fact, embrace that to teach you, embrace failure, mistakes to teach you better, how to improve, how to grow, how to get better next time. If you live your life worried of making a mistake, worried that if I do something wrong, if I say something the wrong way, if I push the wrong buttons, that now I've just fallen so far out of grace that I can't recover, and then that prevents you from doing the very thing that's inside of you to go after your goals, you're elevating another person's opinions over what was created inside of you. Stop worrying what other people think. Stop worrying about other people's opinions about you. Stop worrying if you're going to make a mistake. Stop worrying if, you're going to miss out on something, or stop worrying that you forgot something that's going to get you in trouble because you forgot about it. That right there is actually something that I have struggled with and am working through right now, is that. And what it is it's actually pride. Pride is where fear comes from. Pride that I need to be so perfect all the time that I'm afraid of making a mistake, so I won't do anything because I am so self-absorbed in not losing, not doing anything wrong, that's all I care about is being right. And people saying, good job, the gold stars that people put on us, that we limit ourselves from ever going after our potential, from doing what we're called to do, from speaking a word that we're supposed to speak, from loving the way that we should, from loving unconditionally. And we allow fear to grip us and choke us into submission by ourselves, by what's inside of us, our own declaration. We're doing it to ourselves. I've done this myself. I want to be very real with you guys. I've done this. I do this, and it's something that I am stopping. Fear has no place in our lives. Fear has no place in your life, and it has no place in your business. It has no place in your relationships. It has no place in your family. Fear is to control, because we're worried out of pride of making a mistake, because self-importance of being right and doing things right and perfect is the most important thing. So we don't ever risk failing because of that selfishness and that pride. You got to get rid of that thing. You got to get rid of the fear thing. You got to get rid of worrying what everybody else thinks about you to go after what you're called to do, to change the world. Grow your life, everybody. I want to encourage you. Get rid of fear. Stop letting it dictate every step you make in your life, and grow your life. Have a good one, everybody, and we'll talk soon.